Today is Tuesday, January 5th in the evening. It's dark outside. I normally start off in the morning, but my day got away from me. Today's day 5 of 2021, and as promised, I am following through on my intention to do a video journal every day in 2021. So, what's today's topic? Actually, I thought I would share with you a conversation I just had. This is 2021 is a milestone year for me. For me to be able to prove that I have developed the coping skills that I need to make it through life without having any breakdowns, not being overwhelmed by stress or anxiety or fear, and letting those negative emotions get the best of me. Being able to apply the learnings accordingly. So that said, I got an interesting call today. Actually, somebody hit me up and asked me if I would participate in a study that they were doing on Black women on the subject of stress and anxiety. So I thought, sure, I think I have a lot to share there. And what the lady wanted to talk to me about was this thing called the Superwoman Syndrome. And she had shared that there are basically 5 kind of common characteristics of this Superwoman Syndrome. The first being feeling as though you always have to be strong. The second, that you have to suppress your emotions. The third has to do with the second, which is not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. The fourth, kind of like making the best of whatever resources that you have available to you and just making the most of it and kind of pushing forward to be successful in whatever it is that it takes, no matter how much energy it takes. And the fifth is neglecting self-care. So I thought this was very interesting, and I told her, I was like, I've been guilty. I am no longer guilty because I have placed high priority on having balance in my life, and I balance my life kind of the way that I would balance my checkbook. Not balance my checkbook, but kind of like I budget the amount of energy that I put towards things in the way that I would, set my financial budget for managing my household. Or managing the finances somewhere else. And it's basically determining, how much of my time and my energy am I going to save for myself, and so I can prioritize myself. How much time am I going to put towards work? How much time and energy am I going to put towards work? And how much time and energy am I going to put towards, doing things for other people and staying true to those things? So definitely making sure that I am intentional about balance. I'm intentional about setting boundaries, meaning that I can determine how much is too much and not letting myself go there. So it may be somebody needs my help and I can jump in and I can help, but to what extent am I willing to help? Am I willing to do all the work? Am I willing to do a certain amount of work to get a person over a hump or out of a crisis? And when is enough too much? Right? So I've got to be able to set those boundaries accordingly. Again, being intentional. So these days, I've kind of learned what I want out of life? What are the things that are important to me? And what are the things that are going to bring me joy? What are the things that are going to help me achieve the goals that I have for myself? And one goal that I have for myself is to always have peace of mind, to be content, to be happy. I don't think there's such a thing as stress-free, but to put myself in the best position possible to be able to effectively handle the stress that life brings my way. And in doing that, I've got to look at, how much can I take on? How much should I shoulder myself? And when is it okay for me to say, no, I'm not going to take on that? Or if I have, let's say I've got 10 things that I'm responsible for and something comes up, that needs my attention, I have to be okay saying, okay, well, I only got room for 10. And if I'm going to do this, then that would make it 11. So I got to go find something else to take away and to be okay with that. And that it's okay to let people know what it is that they can expect from you. A lot of times, the way that we live our lives and the way that we do and the way that we give and the way that we push through as superwomen kind of sets an expectation for people to expect a lot from us and to expect more from us than they even expect from themselves, or that they expect more from us than we can expect from them, just because of the way that that's kind of how we've always been. So it's okay not to live up to other people's expectations, right? And they can have their expectations, but they can't demand things of you. You have to understand what your limits are, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and you have to feel comfortable communicating that effectively to people. Be true to yourself. Let people know what they can and cannot expect, and then just live up to the expectations that you have set for yourself, as opposed to trying to live up to everybody else's expectations. Because in life, at the end of the day, as a grown-up, the only person that you can be responsible for is yourself. And so you don't have to live your life, and this is what I had to learn, I don't have to live my life according to what everybody else thinks, because nobody walks in my shoes but me. And so I have to feel good about the things that I do and the decisions that I make. And if other people have a problem with it, oh well, that's their problem. It's no skin off my nose. Not gonna let it bother me. I'm gonna live a good life. So what else did I have notes on? So it was those things. So I am happy to say that I no longer have that superwoman complex, and I guess I'm just trying to be good to myself, and I think I got the answer for peace and happiness, and it is being intentional, being grateful, understanding that I am not alone in anything that I face, that I've got a God that loves me, that I can call on to be my strength, to be my direction, to guide me, to take me along my way, to hold my hand, to sometimes lift me up, to provide for me. And as long as I believe it, then that's what will be. And it's very comforting, and I don't have to put a lot of things on my shoulder. And because of that, I never have to be fearful. I never have to be anxious. I never have to worry, because God will always provide. God will always see me through. And no matter what happens in my life, no matter what adversity I face, there is something good that's going to come from it. And as long as I remember that and keep that front of mind, then I can also endure all things. So anyway, that's my share for today. I'm going to let you go. Hope you have a great night.